Hello students, I am your maths teacher. In today's class, we are going to see exercise 3C. In that, we are going to see how to multiply a decimal number. So, for the first question is, find the following products. So, the first question what is given here is 1.8 into 10. Without going to the rough work, how to do the calculation? 1.8 into 10. Just see the numbers 1, 8. Write the number as it is. In place of 10, you are going to take only the 0. That is 0. I am writing all the values except this one. Except this one, I am writing 180. So, this is a way of, without going to your rough work, you can directly multiply like this. So, 180 I am writing here. Just observe the decimal point. After the decimal point, you are having only one digit. So, what is the answer I am getting here? 180. So, starting from the ones place, after one digit, you are going to keep the decimal point. That is why I am writing like this, 18.0. After decimal point, you are having one digit. Same way, after decimal point, that is, after one digit, you are going to keep the decimal point. 18.0 can be written as 18. Similarly, coming to the next question, same way, 33.17 into 10, you can write directly, leaving this 1, 3170. After decimal point, you are having two digits. Just here, 1, 2. That is why I am keeping the decimal point in this place. If you see the last question in this part, sixth question, 78.342 into 10. In this case, leave this one alone, 783,420. Write the number as it is. After the decimal point, check the number of digits, 1, 2, 3. So, 1, 2, 3. After 3 values, before that is leaving these 3 values, I am keeping the decimal point in this way. So, this is the idea of this exercise. And if you see the next question, the first one is we are seeing about 10. Now, we are going to see about 100. If you check 100, same way students, 0.01 into 100, you are going to write, leaving this 1, you are going to write like this, 00100. That is 00100, write it as it is. After decimal point, check the number of digits. You are having only 2 digits. So, 1, 2, keeping the decimal point here. If you are going to have the value before like this means, you can just leave this 0. 1.00 is nothing but 1. Coming to the next one, 0.984 into 10 into 100. Without going to your rough work, you can multiply like this, 0. You are going to write all these values except one, 0, 9, 8, 7, 0, 0, except this one. I am writing all the values. After decimal point, you are having 3 digits. So, 1, 2, 3. I am keeping the decimal point in this position. And what is the thing you are telling here is, before and after you are going to end with 0 means, you can just leave it out and you can write only the value, 98.7. And this is a book answer given, or even if you write like this, nothing is problem. Coming to the third question, similarly 1000 means same way you are going to do the calculation. Just see the last sum students. I am going to write all the number in the same order. Write all the 3 zeros except 1. After decimal point, you are going to have 4 digits, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. I am just keeping the decimal point here. Coming to the fourth question, if you see the fourth question, now you are going to have in the form of number. What I am going to do is, you are going to go to your rough work. If it is going to be 10, 100, 1000 means it will be easy for you to multiply directly. But if you are going to have both the values, if you are going to have it as number means, you are going to go to your rough work. And while I am doing the rough work, just see, I am not taking the decimal point, 0, 0, I am just leaving it out, 3, 1, 2. For your easy understanding, I am doing the calculation in this way. 312 into 86, multiply, you will get this answer, 26832. Write the number here. After writing, go to your question, check the decimal point and see how many digits you are having after decimal point. 1, 2, 3, 4. So keeping that in your mind, 1, 2, 3, 4, and you are going to place the decimal point in this position, that is 2.6832. Same way you are going to do the calculation for this sum. Before zeros, just leave it out, students. You are going to go to your rough work, 729 into 9, leave the decimal point and do the calculation. Coming to the fifth question, if you see the fifth question, what is the speciality of fifth question is, in both the numbers you are having decimal point. What to do in this case? Keep one thing in your mind, 398. I am going to go to my rough work. Without decimal point, I am going to multiply the number in a normal way. 398 into 365. Multiply, you are going to get this answer. Take the answer, write it here. After writing, check the number of values after decimal. Here 1 and another question 2. Totally 3. 3 places you are going to leave. 1, 2, 3. So this is a way of writing. Same way you are going to do the next sum. Question number 6. If you see question number 6, you are having 3 questions in this place. So you are going to take the first 2 here, students. That is, you are going to take the first 2 questions. After taking the first 2 questions, you are going to multiply and you will be getting the answer as 1.00, and I am going to write it as 1. After writing it as 1, you are going to write the remaining value in this place. So 1 into 0.76 is nothing but 0.76. Similarly, you can take the first 2 and multiply, or the next 2. No problem, you can multiply in any way. So I am just taking the first 2 value, multiply, you will get the answer as 270. Count the number of digits after the decimal point. That is, you are going to have 1, that is, you are going to have after decimal point 1, and here also 1, and totally you are going to have 2 digits, that is 1, 2. After 2 digits you are going to keep the decimal point, and the remaining number you are going to write it here, students. After writing, multiply these 2 values, try to do the calculation in your rough work. You will get the answer as 0135. After decimal point, here 2 digits, totally 4 digits, that is 1350. I am not showing that 0 in this place. Instead of that, I am writing it as 0.134. So easy calculation, but you have to be careful while you are doing the sum. Coming to the 7th question, find the value of the following powers. So if you see here, 1.1 whole to the power 3 can be written as 1.1 into 1.1 into 1.1, that is 1.3 the whole cube can be written as 1.1 into 1.1 into 1.1. So 1.1 into 1.1 is nothing but 1, that is 11. Just leave this decimal point, 11 into 11, calculate, you will get the answer as 121. Count the number of digits, 1, 1, totally you are having 2 digits, that is 1.21. Take this 1, write it in this place here, students. After calculating, you will get the value as 1331. So totally if you see, you will be having 3 digits, calculate, you will get this answer. Next question, 0.03 whole to the power 3. So whole to the power 3 means you are going to write 3 times. So just I am writing this value 3 times here, students. After writing, you are going to calculate the first 2, you will get this answer. Into the last question, 0.03, 9 3s are 27. After the decimal point, totally if you see, you are going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Totally 6 digits you are going to place the decimal point. So 0.000027. Coming to the next question, 8th one. The cost of a book is rupees 84.50. Find the cost of 13 such books. They are asking you this question. The cost of one book is 84 rupees 50 pice. They are asking you to find the cost of 13 books. So just normal multiplication without decimal point multiply, you are going to get this value. Afterwards, I am going to multiply like this, 84.50 into 13, write this value. After the decimal point, if you check, you are going to have 2 digits. So the cost of 13 book is rupees 1098 into 50. So this is the answer. If you see exercise 3C, all the sums are based on multiplication and you should know how to place the decimal point. So that is the main concept we are seeing in this exercise, students. Understand the concept. Wherever necessary, please do your rough work neatly and write neatly in your classwork note. Thank you.